Okay, so for this activity, it's going to be really a discovery activity where you discover the rules of the reflections that we're going to talk about. And you will need to download the GeoGebra geometry app. This is the icon, that's what it looks like. It's a free app to download. And when you open it up, this is what you're going to see. You see a lot of basic tools. The first thing I want you to do, though, every single time for what we're going to use GeoGebra, this app for, I want you to click on this gear icon in the top right-hand corner, okay? And then we want to show the axes and we want to show the grid, okay? And then, just to make our life a little bit easier for this point capturing, we want it to snap to grid. So that way our points are at whole numbers and we don't have to worry about them being off a little bit, okay? So then what you're going to do is you're going to go back to your basic tools. You can start with these basic tools, but just so you know, if you click more, okay, you have a lot of tools, okay? You can make a polygon. We're going to be using a lot this transform. We're going to be using the reflect about a line and the rotate about a point, okay? So if you want just a point, you click on the point tool. And let's say I want the point, let's say I want the point at 2, 3. I'm just going to put a point there. I'm going to tap the screen and it'll put a point there, okay? If I want to make a polygon, I'm going to click on this polygon tool, which again, if you scroll down, it's also down here. And let's say I ask you to make a triangle, okay? You're going to choose the 3 points for your triangle. So let's say I want this to be my triangle. Notice that that third side is not closed in yet. To finish your triangle, you have to tap back on your very first point, okay? And it will make your triangle for you. I'm also going to ask you to use the line tool, okay? So let's say one of the things I ask you to do is to create a line on the y-axis. So that's the axis that goes straight up and down. So with the line tool, notice here we have to have 2 points for the line tool. Let's say I just click on this point on the y-axis and then I click on this point down here on the y-axis, and now I have a line there, okay? So the 2 types of transformations that we're going to do in this activity and then the next activity that you will do is reflect about a line and rotate about a point, okay? So we're going to use this triangle BCD and we're going to start with reflect about a line, okay? So if I want to reflect about a line, let's say we want to reflect this triangle across the y-axis. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the triangle and you can see that it kind of highlighted it there. And then I'm going to click on the line at the y-axis, and now it has reflected that point for me. If you mess up, don't freak out. You do have a undo button right there. That's like a back button, okay? And let's say I asked you to delete something. You also have up here under the edit section, you have a delete button. So if I want to delete point A, I just click the delete and then I click on that point, okay? So now let's add another point. I'm going to add it at the origin. And let's go back and I'm going to show you how to use the rotate around a point, okay? So to do that, it's kind of similar to the reflection around a line. You're going to click on the object that you're going to rotate and you're going to click the point that you want to rotate it about. So we're always going to rotate about the origin. So now I'm going to click on point A. Okay, and here you're going to be able to change the angle measure and whether the rotation goes counterclockwise or clockwise. So let's say we want to change that to 90 degrees, and let's say we do want to go clockwise. You're just going to click that selection and press OK, and then it has rotated it for us. And again, let's say I wanted to delete that triangle. Let's say I messed up, I put in the wrong angle. I'm just going to click on my delete tool right there and I can just click on that triangle and I can even click on the points there and it deletes them for me. And that's really the basics of the GeoGebra geometry app for what we're going to do with it.